The widow, Eve Stripling, reported her husband missing. She needs the ark to bury him.
Bad Monkey starts off as a murder mystery and filled with rich and fascinating characters with the perfect blend of drama and comedy. The first 2 episodes come out on August 14th. Meredith, Charlotte, you guys are amazing in the show. I'm going to start with you. Eve is such a fascinating character. She's a master manipulator who will do anything to get what she wants. Tell us a little bit about Eve and what attracted you to the role, and talk to me about the challenge of playing a sociopath whose power is slipping away.
Oh, wow. Great question. Thank you so much. So nice to meet you. Yeah, when Bill Lawrence calls, I think you just, I joke I would have played like a Dunkin' Donuts employee, like with 2 lines to work with Bill, because I love his work. He's like a titan of television and a really, really good person. And I knew he was interested in me for this. Then when I read the pilot and had a conversation, I was like, this is such a gift of a character to play. The sociopathic nature, letting her be a villain, she's a perfect kind of satirical character within this world. So I just felt like I have to do this. How do I make this happen? And playing a sociopath is a blast. I wanted to kind of explore like the idea that sociopaths and narcissists and serial killers can be very charming. And so I really kind of tried to play against some of the writing there. So I hope it worked, but it definitely
it absolutely did. You were fantastic in the show. Charlotte, you make your TV debut as Caitlyn Stripling, who believes Eve is responsible for the broken relationship with her father and is convinced she had something to do with his murder. Tell me a little bit about Caitlyn and building that dynamic with Meredith.
Yes, I mean, I think at the very basis, there's definitely like a stepdaughter hates the stepmother trope, of my dad that I love, that I want, to prioritize me, is now prioritizing this new, younger, mean woman, and it's immediately like, screw you. So I think that is already embedded on top of Eve being this evil-hearted person. So I feel that Caitlyn kind of immediately sees her for who she is. And we were just talking about this the other day, that I think like it's a very womanly thing to be able to read someone kind of off the bat and get a kind of vibe, woman to woman of whether they're gonna be kind to you or not. And I feel like from the jump of us meeting, it was off, and we had this just hatred for each other, and it's very mutual, which makes the hatred more, like Eve hates Caitlyn more than anything in the world as well. But yeah, it was so much fun to play Caitlyn. She's I think very beautiful, has a really beautiful like heart and soul, and has a really vulnerable, sweet kind of little girl heart, but has made so many poor decisions and has been put, or at least I tell myself this when I'm like doing Caitlyn, put herself in so many kind of bad situations and has gone through a lot, familially or with the modeling or with this or with that, and it's kind of taken her down these very extremist roads. But I had so much fun playing her. I had a lot of empathy and love for her throughout the whole show, and with that kind of being embedded, it was fun to just be able to like play around and be mean or be crazy or be ridiculous or make fun of her. And we were saying it's a satire in a way, both of these characters, and you're laughing at them along with them. So
absolutely. Now, look, you both get to work with Peter Poole himself, Rob Delaney, who is killing it at the box office right now with Deadpool and Wolverine. Share your favorite memory working with Rob, because he's fantastic in this.
He's just such a kind, great person, and there was just a couple. He knows he's the king of just subtle, smart comedy too. He just knows. There's one moment where I don't want to give any spoilers away. Crap. It's hard.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. It's very hard. He's just, I don't know. He's just a great guy and really fun to work with.
He is. He's wonderful. He's so sweet and lovely and genuine. He reminds me a lot of my father in real life. They have very similar hearts, and I remember a lot of my scenes with him. There was one of them specifically that I couldn't stop messing up for some reason, and he was so kind and so calm and so cool and would do the scene with me 100 times if that's what it would take, and he just made me feel really comfortable and was so lovely to work with. And getting to watch a few of the episodes of the show, I'm like dying laughing at so many of his, scenes and things he says. Like Meredith says, he's such a genius in like little ways of throwing comedy into darkness.
Well, that's what I love about these characters is there's more than meets the eye with every single one of them. And I think it's such a fascinating journey for all these characters. Thank you guys so much for your time. The show is absolutely incredible. I love that.
You did? Oh, good. You've seen more than we have.
How many episodes have you seen?
I watched all 10. And
We've
then
literally seen like 4.
The book. Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, man.
Nobody
I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's incredible.
Me too.
Oh, yay.
Thank you. I'm excited to see her last episode.
You guys are both so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
When did you learn Nick was missing?
I was in Paris. It was a birthday present from him. So are these.
Fancy.
They're like 10 grand.